This is John Black, Super Chemist. I'm going to have my lab open in a couple weeks. Till then, I got another how to get video. Just telling you how to get something. How to get styrene. This is basically how you get it. It's from silverware that's made of plastic. You can look at the back. See how it has that 6 in the PS? It's for polystyrene, and the 6 is also for polystyrene. Basically, you just try to distill it out of there. I'm going to go over a couple facts, and then I'll go over how to distill it out. Well, you can see a picture of it up here. There's the formula, a few names for it. The phenol part and the benzene part, it's basically the same thing. They're talking about the ring. The vinyl and the ethene, they're talking about the double bond here, the 2 carbon double bonds. It's an unsaturated hydrocarbon. Why is it unsaturated? Well, because it doesn't have as many hydrogens as it could have. It could have 2 more. If it had 2 more, it'd be saturated, it'd be fully saturated. Just like if you put salt in water, you know what I mean? Once you get as much salt in there as you can, then it's saturated. It is a colorless, oily liquid that evaporates easy, has a sweet smell in low concentration. High concentration is not too good. Solubility in water, dipole moment, I think that's D by its freezing point. Keep in mind this is flammable, inflammable. They're both, that means the same thing. It catches on fire. Sealing temperature 395 C. The sealing temperature is like the equilibrium where your depolymerization and your polymerization is happening at the same rate. So you're making polymers as much as you're breaking them at the same rate. So you want to be higher than that, obviously, if you want to break it. You know what I mean? Storage, you don't want to store it for long because it polymerizes. So you know, if you're gonna do it, store it for a short period, very cold freezer. You could use inhibitors. I don't use inhibitors, but you could. Like I said, this is polystyrene, the silverware. You cut them up into little bits. You use tin snips or whatever, wire cutters. Keep in mind, anytime you do any polymerization, you make a polymer, it's a very exothermic process, and it does cause explosions if you don't know what you're doing. So keep that in mind. The vinyl group, meaning the double bond, it allows for polymerization real good, real easily. So keep that in mind. Basically, this is how I do it right here. You get yourself a can. You don't want to use glass. Then this would obviously be a copper tube. Take your lid off, cut a hole in it, and, you know, Mighty Putty or epoxy or JB Weld or something that on there. And remember, on your threads, when you put the cap on, I'm just suggesting maybe use some plumber's tape, like some Teflon tape. Put it around there on the threads. Or you can drill a hole in here, and instead of using copper, use some tape and get yourself a glass adapter where it's going from a smaller size to a bigger size. And you put it right in, put some tape around it, and put it right inside there and twist it in so it's nice and tight. You got yourself ice water. You're basically just going to heat this up with a torch. You're dry distilling it like you know, like you do a decarboxylation with the, what is it, the benzoic acid and the sodium hydroxide or calcium oxide, or both. And you're just basically heating it up, dry heating it as much as you can with a torch. You know the sealing temperature is 395 C, so you want it to be above that. And just let it come out. I would put some cotton, if you use something like this, I'd put some cotton around here so that the gases can't escape, but you're not building up pressure because it's just cotton, you know what I mean? That's basically it. After I did that, I would distill it a second time under a vacuum, and I would maybe put some molecular sieves in there to dry it or whatever. And that's about it. I would distill it under vacuum, like I said, a second time. And bam, there you got yourself some styrene. Like I said, I would not use it. I would not store it for a long time. I would use it, as soon as I had it. And I will be doing, if anyone wants me, these how to get videos. I mean, I'm just explaining stuff. If someone wants me to actually do a how to extract, like the ethanol, I gave a bunch of suggestions, and I told how the last time I did it. Although technically, the next time I do it, I'll probably do a combination of all of them. So if someone wants me to actually do the video, like how to extract, just let me know and I'll do it. This one here, I'm going to do it definitely, because it leads into other things. I need to double bond to do other experiments. Anyways, always remember, science is great.